Hey everybody, Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, the American Outsider here. And I'm going to answer a question to my fellow model railway people. What's better than getting a new locomotive? The answer in a minute. All right, so what is better than getting a new locomotive? How about getting two? That's right, two new locomotives, and we're going to take a look at both. They're both from the company Roco, and if you followed this channel long enough, you will know that I have a very strong positive opinion of Roco. Their AC stuff almost, well, in my case, has always flawlessly worked with my American system. So, what do we have here? Well, what we picked up were two, and gotta let this focus. What we have here are two Class 193 Vectron locomotives. Over the last few months, Roco has been releasing a bunch of these. They are up to somewhere around 15 to 20 different Vectron 193s, both for international countries, German, Deutsche Bahn, Austrian, Swiss Federal Rails, and so forth, but also private companies, and they have at least 15 liveries out there. And originally, I wanted to get the Deutsche Bahn red because I do German Deutsche Bahn. But the negative side of that is that I have so many red locomotives because I do Deutsche Bahn, and all their locomotives, except for the IC2 locomotive, are red. And I thought a little color variation would be nice. Well, that led to the problem that many of you remember me talking about a few weeks ago on one of my live streams. Was there's so many nice liveries. I narrowed it down to these two and couldn't decide which one. And after hemming and hawing and hemming and hawing and hemming and hawing, Joyce said, just get them both. But be that as it may, let's get them out of the box and take a look at them. Two very cool liveries, and hopefully they will impress. Back after this. All right, so here they are. The Vectron Class 193s. And we have two different liveries for the same company. One is the horse livery, and it says, translated from German, we bring the power of 8,700 horses to the rails. And we'll get in close and you can see the horse detail. It's very cool. And the other one says, wir brennen für das, was wir tun. We burn for what we do. They're pushing it. All right, so let's look at them. They are the standard Class 193, but as you can see, the tops of them, highly detailed, very colorful, especially on this one. This one is the multinational, so it has the 4 different pantographs for all the different countries it can go into. Lots of color. The other one, only 2 pantographs and not nearly as much detail on top. You can see the fans. A lot of people like to look at the grills. The grills are just a plastic solid piece. Some people love the interior grills, but unfortunately, these don't do it. Get a look at the front end here. And we'll just kind of pan around. They are identical, just slightly different liveries, as well as the mechanicals for multinational travel in Europe, the different electrical systems. So obviously they are electric locomotives. Typical, very quality product. There's a slight variation in weight, and the odd one is that the fire loco actually weighs more than the horse's loco, even though the horse's loco has all the additional pantographs in that. This livery here weighed in at 457 grams, and this livery here weighed in at 453 grams. Quite impressive weights. Not my heaviest, but definitely up there. They definitely have some weight to them when you pick them up. Now, they do come with 24 functions. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's 24 sound and light functions. Some of them only work when the train is moving. Some of them only work when other functions are also on. But first of all, let's go ahead and show the reverse lights. So you can see now they're heading the other way. And you can see there's one little feature I mildly am concerned with. I can't even say I'm concerned. The LED right here, I don't know if it's shown on camera, but it's a little bit, in reality, it's a little bit lighter than the one on that side. Whoops, losing the focus because my finger's closer. But definitely this light looks a little bit brighter. So we just might have a bad LED there. It's not anything to really worry about, so I'm not going to worry about it. But again, as you did the go around, the liveries are just fantastic. The paint jobs on, that's what drew me to them. All right, so we do have the engine startup sound. And while that's going on, we have our horns and other noises. This is additional sounds. I don't want to go through and list them all. Coupling noises. Air pumps and such. High beams on both. That was a pretty weak whistle. There's various other running noises. Including an actual sound of a train running over the tracks. That's the first time I've heard that sound on a locomotive. And then there are emergency warnings. Which means there's a problem. So, lots of sound functions as it goes, more than you need, but that's what draws me into this. So what I need to do now is get these guys run in, and then we will take them up the incline and see how well they handle that before I put any cars on them. So let me run them in, and we will get back and talk a little bit. All right, so these two new locos are run in. One more time, let's get in close and really check out this livery. I just think these were stunning liveries. It's why I picked them. There are many others. You can go to Roco.de or My Model Bond Shop Lipa and look at the collection of 193s and all the different liveries they've elected to do. These are all for a company called TX Logistic, or TX Logistics, obviously. But just beautiful locos to run in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see how well they handle. They ran very smoothly, very quietly in the run-in. Even Joyce said she was listening while in the kitchen, and did not hear anything. They are very quiet locos. So let's go ahead and start them up and see how they handle the incline, because I have not tried that yet. So you will get my reaction live. Here we go. All right, so here they come up the long stretch. Let's see if there's any hesitation. They're about to start going up. Right there, you can see this is where it starts. So let's see. I've got them at about medium speed. Maybe a slight hesitation, but I feel like they handled that very smoothly. And even though I got them set for the same speed, they clearly do. Maybe again a little hesitation there. But not bad at all. We'll see how they handle various laps and more, but I think they've done pretty well. All right, so there you have it. And again, I don't do reviews and evaluations. I have my own little set of introduction ideas I want to show to you, but in the end, only long-term usage will determine whether they're worth the price I paid. Now, I got these for about $250 each, which for what is in them is a pretty good deal. They list price at 350 euros, and I got them for about 245 euros each. So that difference of 360 some euros to down to 245 was quite a deal. And in terms of running in, they ran very smoothly, very quietly. Running the big loop, again, very smooth. Coming up that incline a couple of times. Maybe there was a slight hesitation. It was really hard to see. I'll know more when I run some freight cars on both of them. But the liveries are beautiful. They're clearly very nicely made. For my own sake, this is not an evaluation or judgment. I hate the fact that everything, including the windshield wipers, has to be attached by hand. I hate that because I have so much fun doing that. But that's a personal thing. That's not an evaluation. I know plenty of models you have to add all that little stuff yourself. But for me, I wish at least the windshield wipers can install, because clearly they need them on, so I'm going to have to break down and put them on myself. So there you go, a very cool pair of locos that I am thrilled to have, and it will add some variation because right now I really only have one freight locomotive, and now I have three. And that's for a guy that's not really into freight. So until the next chance to review, which will probably be around my birthday, which is in just under a month, and then Christmas, which is just over a month, I will say Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trains. Take care, everybody.